want for Christmas.
Martin Mystery is one of those shows you barely remember. Coming from the same company that gave us the Grimidi animated series, Totally Spies and Amazing Spies, that animation company was called Marathon, or as they're known now, Zodiac Kids. But the series was originally inspired by a comic book of a similar name, created by the writer Alfredo Castelli and the artist Giancarlo Alessandrini, who are both clearly Italian.
If I do that, I'll start getting confused about when I'm supposed to come in. And that, in a concert hall, would be a disaster.
The overseas comic book was later published in the States by Dark Horse Comics, and later found its way into a multitude of different media formats, such as the TV series most of us are probably more familiar with, and a few video games. Yeah, they had video games for this.
Oh, come on! There's gotta be someplace open! I guess everybody's getting stamps again.
There's also a reboot coming out at some point, so yikes. Martin Mystery is like Goosebumps and Totally Spies smushed together. You can even watch full episodes on YouTube right now if you want to. In the series, there's a secret organization called the Center that employs former alien warlords, cryptids, cavemen, and of course, teenagers. And their best operatives are Martin Mystery and his stepsister Diana Lombard, high schoolers attending an expensive ass school in Canada called Torrington Academy. They team up with a caveman they discovered named Java, and the trio travels around the world solving, you guessed it, mysteries. In this episode,
All I want for Christmas.
God, I love when he says that. We see Martin and Diana preparing to leave their school for winter break, only for those plans to be ruined because of their dad's schedule.
We're not exactly home, Martin. The expedition ran into a bit of a blizzard, so it seems we're going to be spending Christmas here at the North Pole.
Oh, that's too bad. See you at New Year's. Martin, step on it.
Sorry, Diana, but your mother and I think it would be better if you two stayed at Torrington over the break.
Stayed at Torrington?
Now, stuck on campus, Martin's usual plan of buying a gift right before the stores close is in jeopardy, because after heading into the nearest town, he finds that all the shops are closed, and serves him right for poor planning.
I guess everybody's getting stamps again.
Martin Mystery, more like Martin misunderstands time management. Keep that in. There is, however, one person still selling their wares, and that's a little man in an elf costume who gives Martin some small boxes to give as gifts.
Cool van!
It's a sleigh.
Martin is even given a bonus for himself.
Here, take one for yourself.
Oh, this is awesome! You just saved Christmas!
How nice. Despite being a professional paranormal investigator, Martin doesn't think twice about the repercussions of this, or how odd it is to get something like this in an alleyway.
Cool van!
It's a sleigh.
After giving them to his friends at the center's Christmas party, he quickly finds out these little gifts are a lot more trouble than they're worth. Whatever you asked for Christmas is reversed and misconstrued. So Java, who wanted a white Christmas, is now getting a black one. No, no, he just gets a personal heat wave that will ruin any snowman he plans on making.
No melt. Java needs snow.
Diana asks for quiet, so her ears are enlarged and made super sensitive. Although she keeps yelling for some reason.
Ow, ow!
But I get it. Being around Martin kind of brings out your outside voice, whether you like it or not.
Oh, and you'll need one of me pouting. Girls love that.
Mom, the leader of the organization, hates caroling, so she's cursed with saying all of her lines to the tune of Christmas melodies.
There must be a cause for this. Fa la 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 la.
Fate worse than death. Billy, the resident alien, Mom's second in command, and admirer of Martin, asks to be by Martin's side and finds himself stuck to the titular character. With Christmas basically ruined, Martin has to put an end to the Christmas curses before the elf that hexed them disappears for a long time. I'm talking
100 years.
After finding out who this creep really is, Martin and the gang set off to chase him down, running into others afflicted by the curse and matching up with one of the scariest Christmas cretins ever created, Jingle Jim. Damn, that's a scary ass name. Don't laugh, he takes his name very seriously, and you should too.
That's him! That's Jingle Jim!
Mr. Jim, aka this name, is an evil elf who was kicked out of Santa's workshop and swore revenge by appearing every 100 years on Christmas Day. He gives 100 people these weird gifts that twist the holiday wishes they made into horrible misinterpretations that will be permanent once midnight is struck.
Somebody call Santa. I think he lost a helper.
So if you got this gift and wish someone happy holidays, they'd probably turn up dead the next day. Yikes. Or get a parking ticket or something unfortunate like that. Hard to tell how these rules will be bent, and that's kinda what makes it scarier.
What's wrong with her?
She must have wished for 2 front teeth, only it went way wrong.
After chasing down Jingo into the middle of Tinseltown, the group finds him biding his time in Santa's workshop. Mans is still recovering from his job termination years ago. Move on and file for unemployment like everybody else. It's in this workshop the final showdown happens, and it goes pretty poorly for the heroes. And time has basically run out, but that's when Martin remembers what he wished for. After getting his present knocked over to him using some stylized sports-themed shots that kind of come out of nowhere, he opens his gift just when Jingle Jim's curse is made permanent, or at least it would have been. If Martin's winter request wasn't butchered by this guy's weird magic. Martin's wish was for a paranormal Christmas, and he got just that. Which means a malicious inversion of this wish would be a normal Christmas. Squandering all the good work that Jingle did, and making him wait another century before he can ruin Christmas for everyone.
Hey, there's some bullshit.
Happy holidays. Be safe, be merry, maybe be a little scary for this time of year. See ya.